We just finished another major project of ours. Right up here. Check this out. 200 watt solar. That's right, 200 watts of solar. Take all this stuff out of the box. Interesting, okay. Leave the solar panels out here because obviously they're not going inside.
That's all that's left in there is the 2 panels?
Those 2 panels, yeah. So that'll be good. Just put this out the way. We can work on everything on the inside first. Get the wires up to the roof, and then we can attach to the solar panel. But this is where all the difficult part is, it looks like.
So, I think it's time for super speed.
Yep, super speed. There's to be super speed reading instructions and
yeah, it'll be boring stuff.
Yeah, definitely. All right, cool. We'll get started. So we just finished this project. It was one of the more fun ones, I guess you'd say. A lot of questions. You know, I've had experience with other stuff, but not solar like this necessarily. So, you know, we just had to watch some YouTube videos. But yeah, 200 watts right there. It's expandable. You know, we just put them in a series, and I'll show you the rest of it. Well, come on down with me. We put the rest of the components in this side. It'll tend to be the lesser used side. We'll show you what we did here. Made a shelf, put our battery on the shelf, extremely sturdy shelf. So then once we made the shelf, we popped the battery up there. Right here is our charge controller. So basically the solar panels, they connect into this. This is connected to the battery, so the power goes through here, goes to the battery and recharges it. And then this also has you know, a temperature sensor for the battery, so we know if it's getting too hot. It also has another really cool thing to it. So if you were to follow this wire all the way up and around and over and down to here, we can get an app, and we have Bluetooth with this. So that's another very cool thing. We can just get the app on our phone. We can control lights and that kind of stuff from here if we want to. In addition, you know, we've got our power inverter, so we can plug whatever we need to into here. You know, we've got 2 plug-ins in the bottom, and just to show you that it actually works, everything's good. For one, the battery's good. We've got a white light right over here for the battery. That's the second light. The top one, the solar, is directing energy into here and into the battery.
And we started at 12.8.
And now we're up to 13.2.
13.2.
So we got a nice strong charge. So just to show you, hey, you know, we're not kidding. It really does work. Ta-da!
We brought a light in from the house.
We brought a light out. So if you're ever coming out here, you just want to read, watch the chickens, and all that kind of stuff, bring your own light. Sit on the chair, you sit on the floor, and there's your light.
You're funny. Well, we're going to actually run electrical.
Right. Now then, the other thing too that they thought of is, okay, so you have stuff plugged into here, or in our case, we're going to have a ceiling light, which will be plugged in to this also. But say we got our little baby chickens right here. We don't want to walk all the way over there and mess with the baby chickens. We will be building a little short wall right here eventually that we can take in and out. But they gave you a remote for that. So whenever you want to turn it off, you can turn it off there, turn it back on. You don't have to go all the way over there. Once everything's plugged in, you're good to go. Ta-da!
So our coop is now officially solar.
Yes.
We just have to run normal, like everyday household electrical.
Electrical
a
plugins,
few electrical
yes.
outlets and a couple of electric light
Yeah.
J
'Cause
boxes.
this inverter will take care of that also. Just run a couple wires from here instead of plugging things directly into it. And that's why I said we'll do the big light, and we can control that big light with the Bluetooth when we want to. We can also, you know, have some more things like J boxes or probably 3 wall plugins.
Yeah, I was thinking one on each side and one outside.
Yeah.
But since there's electrical outlets right there on that, we probably don't even need to put one on this side.
Yeah. No.
We'll just do
right there.
2, one on the outside and one in the main
Right.
coop.
Yep.
And I don't even know what we would need it for, but that way it would be there if we needed it.
Yeah. So that's very cool.
And then just a ceiling light and then a light on the outside.
Yeah. And then the other really funny thing that they do is just to make sure, in case something's going wrong with your solar, you know, it's not getting power, something like that, they made sure you had this really huge fuse so you could definitely see if the fuse is blown.
Yeah.
I kind of like that part. It's like, yeah, here you go. This giant fuse right here, just so you can tell. You know, just to make it obvious.
So what would you say as far as ease of install? Were the instructions easy to follow, like you had read?
Instructions were not really easy to follow. We watched a couple of videos, YouTube videos on it.
It didn't really come with instructions.
It didn't really come with good instructions. It came with instructions about using this and diagrams on how to plug it into here, but it didn't really include the inverter portion of it. The inverter came with its own instructions on how to get it set up with, you know, the battery and all that kind of stuff, but not necessarily how it connects to this, which it technically doesn't.
And what
all of them together, there was no instruction on how all of them together work.
And what to do first and what not to do first.
Yeah, because, you know, there's certain things you do want to make sure you do not do. And one is, we're glad we watch videos to make sure about this. Do not plug in the solar to your controller first, because then you're going to have energy going into this thing with no place for it to go to. You're going to fry it. So you always want to have the battery plugged into this first, then you attach the solar. The other thing that had us a little bit confused was they gave us the huge fuses.
The fuses, yeah, there's two fuses.
This is one fuse right here that you see here. They also had another fuse that attaches to the cables for the solar panels, and that fuse just goes in line with your positive. So the way the two panels up there, they have cable positive and negative. They got a cable positive and negative. Well, you plug in one set to that right there. Say this is the negative. The cable goes from that negative all the way down to here. And then you have this positive left over here. That cable plugs into here, comes all the way around down, and gets plugged into this. So that way they're still in a link.
But that fuse goes in between.
The fuse goes in between one of those places there. So because it's supposed to go with the positive, not the negative, we found the one cable that was the leftover positive, which was this one right here. Plug that in there, and then we plug the cable to that, which goes down to the positive on here. So, you know.
And we must have done it right, because it works.
Everything works.
And it's charging.
And it's not telling us. And I'm not sure you can necessarily see that, but on the panel right here, it gives you the solar panels. It shows energy going in to the battery right there. And then it would show you, if we had something on, energy going out to the light bulbs.
So let's turn the light on. It's an LED bulb, and it's very tiny, and it's not enough to even show that
Probably
it's
not
drawing.
enough, yeah.
Yeah.
But it shows us we got a 12-volt battery set up. The battery is charged right there. So, yeah, it's pretty, I like it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very
We
cool.
bought it as a kit from Renogy.
Yes.
And in my opinion, when you buy something, you know, it was everything we needed, we had, but it wasn't like take tab A and put it in slot A and take tab B and put it in slot B. I feel like they could have had it, you know, like there could have been like much easier instructions, and there weren't really any instructions.
Right, and there are a lot of safety warnings and all that kind of stuff, but after watching all the videos and everything, you know, it looked like we had a pretty good setup the way we decided to do this.
Yep. And I like that it, you know, we made that part of this partition wall solid just for this reason, so that we would have a place to mount all of this in here. And I like the fact that it's all up, out of the way, and over here we're just going to have, you know, baby chicks on the floor, possibly juvenile chickens. If it becomes a problem with somebody trying to sit up there or whatever, then we can always, you know, make like a door that goes across.
It won't be full-grown adults that are going to fly up here.
Well, I think only a full-grown chicken would be able to get up that high.
That's why I mean. I don't think we're going to have that problem.
I don't think we're going to have that problem. So I'm very pleased with, you know, just how everything all worked out.
Yeah. Yep. And then, you know, just plug the power sources into here. It should be good to go.
Yeah, the hardwire. You can hardwire it.
Yep. Definitely. So yeah, we're happy with that.
So,
next step done. I won't say it this time.
We're not almost done.
We're almost done with it.
We have several things still to do. Like we have to put in chicken door.
It's going to be down over here.
We have to put in roosts.
The light.
The light. Well, all the electrical. Now that we have the power source, we have to do the electrical. Mm-hmm. And we have a treatment that we want to do to the windows, which is going to... end result will be hardware cloth over the windows so that nothing can get in and out. Because right now it's just screen, which is fine because they're, you know, something got in here, there's nothing for them to get.
Yeah.
We have to build a step.
Don't know why.
Which is easy.
Works fine for me.
Yeah, it works fine for Granddaddy Longlegs.
Yeah.
And then we have to do the gravel all the way around the bottom of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a path to the house, which that's all the gravel work.
Yeah.
We have the run, that's probably the next big thing.
Yeah, the run will be the next big thing.
Gutter on the back of the building and a water tank so that we can do rainwater harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
We've got a ways to go, but
yeah.
we've got a lot done.
Way to make it sound like a downer.
I know. I'm a Debbie Downer.
It's like, oh yeah, we got all that too. Chicken coop work is never done.
Well, I'm just really glad we started with this building, because if we had done like alpaca built barns first, which are dirt floor.
They're significantly easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of backfired on me. There we go.
What?
My arms are never long enough for this.
Nope.
Here, you could take it. But what I was saying was, if we had started with the alpaca barns, which are just dirt floor and 3 walls and a shed roof, then this would have been like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Like, let's just stop right here.
Yes. I think we got it all. But
Yeah.
no.
This one has been
It's been fun.
It has been
It's
fun.
a major learning experience.
Major learning experience, and we haven't messed up anything.
No, and we keep adding more improvements to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
good.
cool. Yeah, we like it.
I like it. Good
I
job.
like it. Good job.
Yay.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.